Hello, Internet. I'm Cade.
And I'm Kelsey.
And we're here giving you another hot Pixar review. Tonight's movie was A Bug's Life, starring bugs, ants in particular,
Grasshoppers,
Niles from Frasier,
Kevin Spacey,
yes, and Elaine from Seinfeld.
Anyone else important?
Probably some. We'll think of it during the description.
That's fine.
All right, we have 2.5 minutes to give you the plot synopsis of this very, very complex Pixar movie.
So first, there's a colony of ants, and for some reason, they've decided to give all of their food to the grasshoppers. Probably because the grasshoppers said that they have to.
Out of threats. So, one of the ants, named Flick, the main character, the messiah figure, he has a lot of crazy ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes up with these wacky inventions that would really save time. He's a real Saul Goodman of the show. And everyone's like, these ideas are too crazy. Let's just stick to the normalness of life.
But, to be fair, his original idea is like what ruins all the food for the grasshoppers.
Accidentally.
So
it was their fault for stacking it wrong.
He's not that great.
Anyway.
He causes all the problems.
Flick has another great idea after his first idea fails, to go recruit warriors to fight the grasshoppers.
But instead of recruiting warriors, he recruits circus performers.
And the circus performers, this is where it becomes very Frasier-esque. The circus performers think that they are being recruited to do a circus act, while Flick has clearly got the idea that they are warriors or gladiators that are going to help them fend off from a grasshopper army.
It's very complicated.
So they all come back to the anthill, and they
build a bird.
Because that is the one, because grasshoppers are scared of birds. And they brought that up pretty late in the movie. Like, halfway through the movie, Elaine from Seinfeld is like, all of a sudden, oh, by the way, our arch nemesis is terrified of birds. Yeah. And then Flick had another idea after all of his other ideas. So anyway,
they build a bird. Grasshoppers come back. They're super mad.
The warrior bugs are exiled because
they're actually not warriors.
The circus warrior bugs are exiled, and they are cast away from the anthill. And Flick is all sad and stuff. And then little girl ant goes to find Flick and the warrior ants and says, "Hopper's causing this ruckus. You gotta come back." And Flick's like, "Let's do it." They go back. There's a final showdown between Flick and Kevin Spacey. And
Hopper gets eaten by a real bird.
And Kevin Spacey gets eaten by a real bird.
Real bird.
All right, 3 minutes. Perfect.
Awesome. So,
moving on to the review of the film. All right,
what did you think?
I think it was good. In comparison to the other movies we've watched so far, which is only Toy Story.
Not as good.
Not as good. Definitely a number 2 to Toy Story.
I feel like this plot is just too much. They could have taken out something.
I definitely think the plot was the stronger part of the movie. It was
What's the point of building the bird?
It's the most Frasier-esque plot of the entire Pixar universe. But it's for adults too. That's Pixar's whole game. Like, if you want to watch a kids movie, you can watch the Rugrats movie, or the Rugrats in Tokyo, or Paris, or wherever the devil they go. Or you can go to the movies and watch a Pixar movie, and that's fun for adults too. Like, that's fun for all ages.
It just made me think too much. And sometimes you just don't want to do that.
It's a kids movie.
Exactly.
If you're thinking too hard at a kids movie, it's really not that difficult. If you haven't seen it, she's making it. It's not as difficult to understand as it is. It's not like A Beautiful Mind or Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
But it might as well be A Bug's Mind, not A Bug's Life.
Well, if you like Frasier, this is the Pixar movie
what
for you.
What 5-year-old likes Frasier?
All of them, if they know what's best. Okay.
So what would you rate this?
I would rank this second to Toy Story. So out of all of the Pixar movies that have been released at this point, we're in 1998 right now. Out of all the Pixar movies that have been released right now, this is the second best. So Toy Story came out.
I would agree.
Killer.
Toy Story is still great.
Toy Story is number 1.
But it's fine.
That is an argument for another day. Toy Story, number 1. Bug's Life, number 2.
But still good.
Okay, we have a minute left. Let's talk about how this ranks amongst other movies.
Like,
how many stars? About all the movies. How many stars?
I think this is a good solid 4 out of 5 stars. Maybe like 3.75. Not like, it's not 3.5 stars, but it's not like 4 stars, so 3.75.
It's definitely going to be a hard 4 for me.
You ranked Toy Story as a 4.
You're right.
So,
well, I don't believe in halves or half stars.
Well, what about 0.75 stars?
No, that is that's a half of a half. That's even more wicked. I refuse to rank a movie by that. So this is going to round up to a 4. Going to be comparable. See, because it was better in Toy Story in some regards. Like, there was a character from Frasier in it.
8 seconds.
8 seconds. So, overall, 4 out of 5 stars.
Or 3.75.